Okay, Sarah, Sarah. Whatever will be, will be. Have you heard that song? It's the most stupid song I've ever heard. Recently I told my wife, don't listen to that song. Don't sing it to my children, make them to losers, okay? And then 20 years later, they did a follow-up research to find out the impact of the goals they had set. And they got a shock of their life. They discovered that 3% who had set their goals, their combined income, the total amount of income they earned combined was 3 times greater than the total combined income of the 97% all added together. Hey, you all don't seem excited. I don't want to say no more. Like, wow! Does it mean that this person here earns 3 times more than this person here? Many, many more times as well. Why? It was not again their education. It was not their intelligence that made a difference. It was the fact that what they knew what they wanted. Very, very clear. Okay, so the first thing is be clear on your outcome. What do you want? And my dad told me last time, he said, Adam, you must have a plan for your life. Because if you don't have a plan for your life, someone else will have a plan for you. And you'll fall into other people's plan. And some people don't have any good plan for you. Right? So the one is know what you want. Okay? So some people may say, okay, my outcome is I want to become the top salesperson in my company. One of my graduates, Laurie, when she came for Wealth Academy plus Battles of Excellence, she said, you know what, I'd like to become number 1 in Prudential. Is she number 1 today? No. She's number 15. But not bad, lah. You know what I'm saying? You don't always get what you want, but she's number 15. In fact, I think this year she's among the top 10 already. But who knows, one day she could be number 1. But, you know, that was a clear goal. Some people say, okay, my goal is, I want to become an author. I want to write a best-selling series of books. Some people say, I want to become a great investor. I want to be able to, achieve like a 50% return on my money every single year. You got to know what's your outcome. Now, once you know your outcome, that's step 1. What's the second step? Yeah?
Have a plan.
Action. Okay, before you take action, you got to do something first. Huh? Strategy, you got it. Let's give a hand. Yay! You find that successful people, once they know what they want, they say, you know what, I got to find out the how. How do I do it? How many times you want something you don't know how? Yeah? See, a lot of people think I must know how that I can set a goal. One thing I share about my life with you, many goals I have set, when I set it up, I have no clue how to do it. But I say, I'll find a way. I'll find a way. And that's why when you set a goal, right, it will then force you to go and find to find a strategy, the how. Okay? Now, what do you think is the fastest way to find the strategy? Yeah? Learn from successful people. Whatever goal you set, are there people out there who have already achieved the goal you want? There are people like that, okay? So you find successful people believe, yeah, it's good to do trial and error. It's good to learn from experience. It's good to learn from my mistakes. But it's even better to learn from other people's experience. And you learn from other people's mistakes. So I found successful people, they don't believe in reinventing the wheel. They believe in R&D. Rope and duplicate. Okay. So I say, let's find people who have achieved what I want, and I go and what I got it. I go model them. All successful model other people. Because when you model someone else, guess what? You cut short your learning curve. You stand on the shoulder of giants. Okay, give you a few examples. Okay, let's look at this man now, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is the what? He was the second richest man in the world, right? He turned 0 into 52 billion US dollars. The amazing thing about this man is he made all his money, 52 billion US, just by doing one thing. Invest in the stock market, that's all. Okay? Let's explain. Number 1, did he have a goal? Did he begin with a vision? Or you think he woke up one day and said, my God, where did this money come from? Any of you have read books written on Warren Buffett before? Some of you have? I recommend this book called Buffettology. Buffettology was written by his ex-daughter-in-law. Yeah, his ex-daughter-in-law wrote a book called Buffettology, a very good book. And it talks about his childhood up to now. Okay? Now here's the amazing thing. Buffett came from a very poor family. Right? And ironically, the father lost everything as a stockbroker. They were very poor. So he was very poor. And Warren Buffett, at the age of 6 years old, he set his goal. His goal was to become a billionaire by 30 years old. He set the goal at 6 years old. That's primary 1. Not even primary 1, no. He had that goal. Okay? Now, once he set that goal, the next thing was how. So you know what he did? He said there must be a way. He went to his so-called the town library and started reading a lot of wealth books. And he found a book This book is a very old book, I've never seen it before. It's called 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000. And as a 6-year-old boy, he read that book over and over, took notes until he memorized the book. And he took action. He took what? Action. Here's what happened. By 7 years old, he ran 3 businesses. Okay, let me tell you what he ran. The first thing he did was this. He would buy Coke bottles at 6 per pack. Okay? And he will sell them to tourists who came to his hometown. That was his first business, selling Coke. Okay? His second business was this. Delivering newspapers. Like I said, that's what we do. A lot of kids do that, right? You know, kids used to have a paper route. Now, he never had a paper route. You know what he did? He would go around to all the neighborhoods, right? And he would get the sales, getting people to order newspaper. Then he would hire the children, the kids, and get them to deliver for him, and he earns a commission from them. And he took all his money and he went to buy pinball machines, which he installed in all the cafes in town. Because when people play pinball, what happened? They deposit money. That was passive income. At 7 years old, he had passive income. Do you know when he bought his first stock? His first share of stock. Do you know how old he was? 11 years old. At 11 years old, he bought his first share of stock in this company called City Services. He bought that stock and he made a bit of money. He was so excited. And after that, he set his goal to be the world's #1 investor. He set the goal at 11 years old. Now, I can recommend you go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. You heard about YouTube, right? Search under Warren Buffett interview CNBC. Very interesting. You can watch his entire life story. What I'm teaching you right now is all on CNBC. It's a video. It's very, very fantastic. Okay? That's why I got all this things wrong. Now, then what happens is this. Once he set the goal to be the world's greatest investor, did he know how to do it? Did he know? He had no clue, but he's asked this question, who can I order? So at that point of time, he said, who's the greatest investor now? And at that point of time, it was this guy called Benjamin Graham. Benjamin Graham is known as the father of value investing. He was the first guy to say, hey, when you buy a stock, you don't buy a lottery ticket. You buy ownership in a company. So, before you buy a stock, you must understand the business behind the stock. And Benjamin Graham said this, you must first know the intrinsic value of the company. How's the company work? The book value. And you only buy a stock if the stock price is below the book value. It's undervalued. So what did Buffett do? Buffett read his book and modeled him. Okay? And Buffett said, I want to learn from this man. So Buffett went to study under him in the university because he was a lecturer. After Buffett studied under him for 3 years, Buffett said this, I need to know more. So he approached Benjamin Graham and said, can I work for you to learn more? And Benjamin Graham said, what? I'm not interested. I don't need someone to work for me. Thank you very much. Buffett was the kind of person who insisted. He said, millionaires never take no for an answer. Do whatever it takes. So he told Benjamin Graham, I'll work for you, pay me very little. And Ben said, no way. Buffett said, I'll work for you for free for 2 years. And Benjamin Graham and Buffett worked for Benjamin Graham for 2 years as a stock analyst for free. In the 2 years, he modeled and learned everything from Graham. And you know what happened? He became better than Graham. And later, Warren Buffett found another guru. This guy called Philip Fisher. Philip Fisher is known as the father of growth investing. He came up with a strategy on how to identify stocks that will grow very fast. So what did Buffett do? Buffett went to model him. So Buffett took the best of Philip Fisher and the best of Benjamin Graham and what? Combined it into what we call Buffettology today. And that is how he created $52 billion. And recently when someone interviewed him, they say, Buffett, where do your methods come from? And he says what? I'm 50% Graham, 50% Philip Fisher. And then many years after that, there was this guy called Adam Khoo. And Adam Khoo modeled Buffett for many, many years. He also modeled a lot of other investors, right? So it's all about modeling. That makes sense? It's all about modeling. Like for me, when I first set the goal, I said, you know what? I'm going to write this best-selling book called I'm Gifted So You. Did I know how to write? Was I a writer? My compo always get B and C. Right? But I said this, there must be a way. So what did I do? I said, let me model best-selling books. So what I did was this, I went to the library bookshop, right? I went to buy all the books, or read all the books, right, on what? So-called learning, okay? On what we call motivation. And by reading all these best-selling books, like, 7 Habits, Unlimited Power, and reading all these best-selling books, I asked myself, what do they all have in common that makes them bestsellers? I went to model